Hey guys, Flagon fan here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all of my homemade plushies from Mario and Pokemon. Let's get started. So my first ever plush that I ever made was this Diglett, and I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, dude, this sucks, and yes, it does. But keep in mind, I only learned to sew the day before I made this. And that was like at night, so I was kind of like, it wasn't like super late, but I kind of forgot some stuff, so I only used one technique of sewing. It was the blanket stitch, and you're supposed to use it on the inside, and I used it on the outside, so the stitching is very, very ugly. And of course it broke some places, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I wanted to make something easy, and to me, Diglett is not that hard. Also, since I didn't have any other shade of brown at the time, I went with purple, because I wanted to make the shiny, and I don't think I had any blue. So I went with purple for the nose. And yeah, it sucks. Anyways, moving on to the next plush. The next plush I made was an Oddish, and again, it was a pretty easy plush to make. I chose Oddish because yeah, it's pretty easy, and I didn't even, you could see like the knot. I don't know, you could see that like, right, kind of like there. It's like that's a knot, and yeah, I still use the knot technique, but only on like the start for like the sewing thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just dropped them. Anyways, yeah. This was my second plush creation. A big improvement over Diglett, of course, because, you know, this one's actually still together, just the sides are uneven. If you can see, this one's like nicer. This one's not nice at all. It's, yeah. But, you know, this Oddish wasn't that bad. And then I went and made a shiny version, and I changed up my template a lot, I changed up my technique a lot, and it, like, honestly, this one's very, very nice. Like, I think, compared to my other Oddish, like this one, if you just, like this, you can just, like, even look. Sorry, my light's kind of bad. Just try to fix it. That did not help. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna go like this and that, just to kind of, I made this one sitting, like the shiny one sitting, and I made its eyes bigger, and even like, I think it was just like an overall improvement from the other one, even though the other one was still very good, like for like, at the time, of course. I used like a way better technique on the shiny one. Anyways, yeah, that's it for my Oddish plush. Well, I guess Oddish is, what's the plural for Oddish? I don't know. No, okay, forget it. So before I get into this next plush, I just want to say that I took like a very long break from, you know, just making plushes in general because of something that happened in my life. It's kind of personal, so I do not want to say it. But yeah, I took a very long break. Whenever I did come back, it was with Mario plushes, and I made so many of them. I spent like so much time like developing my skills, and then like I finally came back with Pokemon, like, because I did a shiny lock, and I was hunting for Rotom with eggs, like Masuda method, for Rotom, just because, you know, they could become, like, a lot of different types, and I thought it would be very, very, like, good for the team, and also I do really like Rotom. So, anyways, here's my Rotom plush. So, of course, all of these are on Amino, so you guys can find them at Flagon Fan, I think. I don't know what my ad is. I think it's Flagon's #1 fan, because I think Flagon fan was taken. So, yeah. Okay, so here's his face, kind of like dirt, but his eyes are going like the opposite ways. But you know, whatever. I mean, yeah. The arms are really good. So yeah. Anyways, this is my Rotom plush. So after I made Rotom and posted it on Amino, I got a lot of positive feedback. So I decided to run a poll with the rest of my team members to see which one I should make next, because I kind of didn't really know which one to make next. Like, they're all like very valuable team members to me. And the Pokemon that won the poll was actually Reuniclus. So I made a Reuniclus plush. Hippowdon didn't even get any votes, by the way. Poor Hippo. Anyways, yeah, Reuniclus won. Oh jeez. With an overwhelmingly, like, I think 60% or something. That's insane, because there's like 4 different Pokemon. There's Reuniclus, Blastoise, Vivion, and Hippowdon. Oh, I think there's Toxtricity as well. So yeah, there was 5 different Pokemon. Reuniclus got over half of the votes, which is insane. Anyways, yeah, this Reuniclus is actually pretty cool. It's a shiny, of course. Yeah, it's pretty cool. After reading this on the poll, I waited a few days just to take a bit of a break because I knew I'd be like in like I think what's it called where like you work super hard and you don't stop. I don't know, but that's kind of what I would do. And so the next Pokemon that won the poll was Blastoise, and you know Blastoise was like the MVP of my team. It carried so hard, and you know yeah, this plush isn't the best, honestly. I don't like this part, like the bottom lip. It looks like super big, and it doesn't work with me. But aside from that, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, I like it. But yeah, it's just not my favorite. The next Pokemon that won the poll after Blastoise, which was actually the first Pokemon that I got after 4 days of hunting in the wild grass in Sandalune Forest, I think is what it's called. I got a shiny Vivion, or well, shiny Scatterbug, and I made the polar pattern Vivion. Yeah, so this one was really, really cool to make. I actually really enjoyed making Vivion. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nonetheless, I mean, yeah. It's a pretty cool plush. The next thing I made, I actually didn't post this because I just forgot, and I don't know, I just kind of didn't want to, really, because it's nothing really important. It's just a shiny charm. It's to go with my shiny Rotom, because I was still hunting Rotom after, like, I don't know how long, and then I eventually gave up because Rotom is stupid. Anyways, well, it's not stupid, but, like, frick, it took me, like, I don't know, like, 1,000 eggs, of, like, 2 hunts, 1,000 eggs, back to back. And I'm a dedicated shiny hunter, but I'm not that dedicated. So yeah, I just kind of made a little shiny charm for the last little bit of the Rotom hunt to see if I could, you know, get a shiny before I moved on to another hunt. Now this is where it all started. Kind of like me just making like Pokemon that I kind of really like wanted to make. Like, for instance, a Trapinch. You know, this dude's adorable, okay? It's like, it was like the birth of like a new era in my plush making. And yeah, it's like, it's super like small, like if you can see, just like compare him to my hand, he's very small, but he's adorable, like adorable. It's like probably one of my favorite plushes, and this wasn't even one of my recent ones, but still, gotta appreciate my dude Trapinch. Next up is one of my like most liked plush creations, I'm pretty sure. It's Gligar. Gligar is like, it's really well done. I was gonna make a Gligar like before Rotom, like I think after my other Oddish, I believe, like my shiny one, I was gonna try to make a Gligar, and I used the same head tutorial actually, like the head, like not the eyes or the mouth or anything, or the even the like the what are those, horns or ears? I don't know. I think horns. Anyways, yeah, so like just like kind of like the base of the head. I used that same template that I was gonna use like so many years ago. Not so many years, like I think it was 1 year ago. Anyways, yeah, so this is Gligar. Before Trapinch, like, you know, Flagon's line, Gligar was my favorite Pokemon. I love how like he does like cute and cool together so well. It's kind of why I really like him so much. I'm pretty sure after Gligar, I made Vibrava. I'm not 100% sure that Vibrava was immediately after Gligar, but I think it was. So yeah, Vibrava is, you know, very big compared to Trapinch. Just grab him. Like Vibrava is pretty big compared to Trapinch, even like compared to Flagon. Like Vibrava is like pretty big. Yeah, so Vibrava took me like the same time it did to make Flagon, is because I don't know, I guess Vibrava was just kind of hard, even though it doesn't really look like it. I think it's because the eyes, I did like 3 different eye patterns before sticking with this one. Anyways, yeah, just my favorite Pokemon's evolution. Well, I don't know if Trapinch or I don't know if Trapinch or Flagon is my favorite. I don't know. They're like tied, along with like Gligar, I guess. But yeah. So there's my. We're gonna just call Trapinch my favorite. Here's my favorite Pokemon's evolution. Since I wanted to make Flagon next, I decided I'd make a little bit of like a few basic Pokemon, like before I make Flagon, because I knew it would take me a long time, and it seemed like I took a break if I didn't say anything before I was making Flagon. So I ran a poll with Polywrath, Shroomish, and Dynamo, some Pokemon I've used in past like playthroughs and stuff, and I've really enjoyed using them, and I think that like their whole evolution line is really, really good. So the Pokemon that won the poll with I think 40% of the votes was Poliwag, and honestly, I kind of wanted Poliwag to win. I also kind of wanted Dynamo to win, because I recently played through my first game, Black and White, again, and I used Dynamo, and I kind of wanted Dynamo to win. But I did a cage lock with a friend, and my Polywrath destroyed him, because I don't think he had a friggin'... His starter was Rowlet. It was in Ultra Sun, I think, or no, I think it was Normal Sun and Moon. Anyways, so his starter was Rowlet, and it died, and I had Incineroar for it, so yeah. Poliwag kind of destroyed him. Well, except against his Magnezone. But yeah, Poliwag just kind of destroyed him. And yeah, love me some Poliwag. So after Poliwag, I made Dynamo, and Shroomish beat Dynamo. I just wanted to make Dynamo. I'll probably eventually make Shroomish, but yeah, I don't know. Dynamo was pretty cool. It was like, yeah, it didn't take me too long either, so it wasn't like brutal to make. And yeah, it's pretty adorable. I like Dynamo. I kind of wanted to use one like whenever I first found out Black and White. I really wanted to use one, but I already had like a team built for like whenever I get there, and then finally I just decided, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna play through the Dynamo this time, and it was worth it, because you get the Thunderstone and Charge Stone Cave where you actually catch Dynamo, so you don't have to like journey out just to get an Electros. So yeah, here's probably one of my favorite electric types made. So I'm gonna do the rest of my plush creations before Flagon, just because I kind of want Flagon to be last, you know, because it's like kind of like my mascot. Anyways, here's Polywrath, and this was gonna be Poliwhirl, but I realized how freaking huge it was. Like, if you just put Poliwag beside Polywrath, like if this was Poliwhirl, then Polywrath would be huge, and I didn't want that. So I just kind of made this like I just kind of, instead of like making the eyes like circles, I just made them like angry and called it Poliwrath. I mean, I know the white stuff is a bit like different than like Poliwhirl, but you know, whatever. It's pretty good nonetheless. And the hands, I really like. It wasn't only like fun to make the hands, but like they turned out nice. Anyways, yeah, it's Poliwrath. Now the final Pokemon before Flagon is one that I actually finished yesterday. This is Electric. Now, of course, the evolution of Dynamo, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, the stitches are like nicely done. It looks very, very nice, and yeah, overall, pretty cool Pokemon in my opinion. Now the final Pokemon, and if you're not an amino, you're probably wondering what my Flagon Plush looks like. There it is. This is my Flagon. So here's the tail, which is honestly probably one of my favorite parts of Flagon. Just the tail. It was like not like it was like pretty fun to make. Like, yeah. And it looks like pretty good too. My only complaint would be to make the arms a bit smaller and the legs a bit bigger, but like that's it really. And you know, here are the wings. The wings are pretty good. Just this one, I guess the left wing, it came loose, and I had to like, before I was about like whatever I was about to film this scene, it came loose, so I had to just go fix it. But regardless, yeah, it's pretty cool. And here's the head, which is pretty cool. The eyes, of course, pretty nice. The horns, also pretty nice. General Flagon, also pretty nice. But yeah, here's my favorite Pokemon as a plush. And here are all my Pokemon plushes. Next we're moving on to the Mario plushes. Now, instead of going from oldest to newest like I did with Pokemon, for Mario, I'm gonna go like my non-Luigi's Mansion stuff to my Luigi's Mansion stuff, because there's a lot of stuff from Luigi's Mansion. I'm pretty sure, like, except for the Boos, they're all from Dark Moon. Like, one of my favorite games. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Dark Moon later. Don't hate on me for liking Dark Moon. I'll talk about it later. So the first plush that I made was a Chain Chomp. And this was like a long time ago. It was based off of the fake Chain Chomp. And I used... Oh god. So... as you saw, it's not the best. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks bad. But I'm sorry, I can't. So yeah, it's not so good. I don't know if you've ever tried to, purchase a Monty Mole plush, but if you have, you've seen that they're probably either sold out or damn expensive, like $150 for a Monty Mole. No thank you. I tried making my own, and this hideous creature was born. Next up, I was thinking, like, before I made this channel, I was doing another channel where I actually posted my chain chomp tutorial, and then I just took it down later because it was freaking horrible and very, very cringy. So I was gonna make a series with, like, the Koopalings and stuff, kind of like New Super Mario Bros., like, the series, just kind of like, as, like, a plush thing. And so I never finished that, but I did make Lemmy's ball. It's his little circus ball that he jumps on. I used to really like Lemmy a lot, but now, well, Larry's always been my favorite, but Lemmy's my second favorite. Now it's Iggy. I like Iggy. He's very wild. So next up is my Piranha Plant, and it's not that bad, honestly. I made it like a year ago, so it wasn't like as good as I am right now a year ago. And, it's not that bad. You got like the pipe, the leaves, stem, head. I still have the tutorial, so if you guys want a tutorial to make this, let me know, because I'll definitely make like a different colored Piranha Plant, maybe like yellow or something. I think maybe I'll even make a Piranha Creeper. I don't know. Yeah, so let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial of this, and I'll make it happen. This is the beginning of my Luigi's Mansion plushie, starting off with my Poltergeist. Poltergeist? I think it's Poltergeist. Anyways, yeah, so you got the vacuum and all, you got the straps for Luigi's back, and the thing itself. It's not the best, but it does its job, and this is the official Luigi plush I got whenever I went to Nintendo Land in New York. Next up is Egad, and his tooth is better. Yeah, of course it's an Egad, so it's not that bad, but like, it's not the best Egad that I could have made. But it's an Egad, and it's not that bad. It works pretty well. Like, it does its job. Like, it looks pretty nice. Yeah, I just wish the legs were kind of bigger, and the coat was more like, I don't know, it looked less permanent. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but whatever. Yeah, it's my Egad plush. Since I made Egad and a Poltergeist, I decided to make a Boo. And dear lord, I made this tiny thing. I knew it wouldn't be like my final Boo. I just thought I'd test out some strategies, and it didn't work out. So I made another one. This time bigger and even more hideous than the last one. This one sucks. I'm not even proud to call it my creation. Like, I call this Boo my creation. I'll call the Monty Mole my creation. But I will refuse. I did not make that. That is hideous. Then after like 2 failed attempts, I made this, and this is like amazing. And I kept the whole template, which is even more amazing. So I can make a tutorial if you guys want. And I'm making King Boo right now. Amazing. Yeah, this Boo is like the best. It's really good. Like, it's really good. I really, really like it. So I started making Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon plushes, like the ghosts. So first up is Greeny, and this is my older one. I made 2 of each ghost. So this is my original. Here's my new one. Okay. Yeah, this is my new one. Looks a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. Yeah. They're both pretty good, but this one's just nicer. My next ghost is Slammer. And you're probably wondering, why is there a wire in his hand? That's because I used pipe cleaners for the old one's hands, and it did nothing but like wreck the felt. Oh god, that looks horrible. Hang on. Okay, that's better. It looks like horrible, and it ruined the felt in their hands. So I remade them without pipe cleaners, And I gave Slammer a whole new look. He actually has a unibrow now. His mouth is a lot nicer. His eyes are more or less the same. His hands are fists this time. His tail is kind of worse because it's not 3D, but the shape is nicer, so that's good. So yeah, this is my new Slammer plush. This is my old one, if it won't stand. Now this next ghost is Hyder. This is my second favorite ghost, and his arm is literally hanging by a thread. Like, can you guys see it from that angle? I don't know, I don't think. Look, you see that thread? It's like that one thread. It's literally, his arm is hanging by that one thread, so he really needed a redo. So I made this Hyder. It's literally just like the same thing, but without the frickin' pipe cleaner arms. So it's a lot more like, you know, a lot more like stable. If I go like this, the arms don't really move that much, whereas, yeah. So that's my Hyder plush, and it kind of looks like, what is it? I don't know, it kind of looks like the letter T. Next up is Gobber. And, yeah, he's big. He had the pipe cleaner arms, but literally this arm is, like, empty. Like, there's, like, nothing in the arm, except for just, there's, like, one pipe cleaner in this one, and this one there's, like, 3. Yeah, so he really needed a makeover, and so this is my new one. I know what you're thinking, why are the arms, like, smaller, and the head smaller? To kind of, like, make it look like his body is bigger, even though, like, the bodies are, like, the same size, but it kind of looks, like, bigger. Like, this got my new Gobber, looks like its belly looks bigger than my older one. Sorry for the camera shake, but yeah, so this one looks a lot, like, bigger, kind of, it's because, like, the arms, they look, like, smaller. That's kind of what I was going for. And yeah, those are my 2 Gobber plushes. Now, here's my favorite ghost, but my least favorite recreation. So here's the original Creeper. It's pretty good, right? Except for this hole and the, of course, pipe cleaner arms. Here's the new one, and I'm not saying it looks bad, but it definitely is not a major improvement. The stitches and everything are nicer, of course, but it doesn't look like Creeper all that much. Anyways, these are my Creeper plushes. Next up is Sneaker. This is the final ghost. Actually, I think it's my final, like, homemade plush as well. Yeah, I think it is. So this is Sneaker. He's a little pink ghost, and he's pretty mean. I don't know why I made him smiling in both of them, but yeah. I don't know why I made his mouth black, honestly. It would have made sense to make it white to go with the eyes, but, you know, whatever. So I did that in the next one, and, you know, this one actually stands, if you position him right, which is very, very good, honestly. And, the eyes make him look a lot more mean, which is good. And of course, the arms are, like, stuffed this time. Yeah. Okay. Those are my Sneaker plushes. And here's all of my Luigi's Mansion related plushies. Next, I'm just gonna do the rest of the plushies. Here are all of my Mario plushes together. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. And while I was editing the video, I realized that King Boo wasn't in it. So, here we go. Just King Boo, just tongue, eyes, mouth, crown, and the gem can actually come off, which is pretty cool. The tail's a bit small, but that's about it. Also, the arms aren't exactly the same, but they don't look bad, so I'm not complaining. Anyways, yeah, let me just grab them. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.